Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm here today with a review for the Chinese drama A Murderous Affair in Horizon Tower. Now, I absolutely love this drama and would highly recommend it to everyone. It is a whodunit murder mystery that actually gets quite dark. So if you're someone who only likes comedies or dramas that make you feel good, then this may not be your cup of tea. On the other hand, if you like crime dramas, anything ranging from Agatha Christie to Gillian Flynn, then you definitely shouldn't miss this one. I'm especially impressed with this kind of quality coming out of China because usually Chinese dramas tend to shy away from some of the more unpleasant details that are in this drama. You can watch this drama right here on YouTube with English subtitles, and I think as of this weekend, all of the episodes are going to be available on YouTube. There's only 16 episodes in total, so this is not one of those Chinese dramas that drags on, so you really don't have any excuse to miss out on this one. This video will be a spoiler-free review. I'll probably be making another video talking about the plot in more detail, and that video will definitely contain spoilers. If you like my content, then please hit the subscribe button. I make videos about Chinese dramas and I upload every weekend. So I actually reached 1,000 subscribers recently. I'm so happy. I didn't think I was gonna get here when I first started, and thanks to all of you guys for your support so far. All right, let's get started. A Murderous Affair in Horizon Tower is, surprise, surprise, a murder mystery. In the first 5 minutes of the first episode, you find out that during a blackout of a high-rise luxury residential tower, the body of a young woman called Zhong Meibao was discovered in her apartment. She was found dead leaning against her bed wearing a old-fashioned white lacy dress. In the first 5 minutes, you're also introduced to the main characters of this drama, 4 other residents of these residential towers, the doorman for the building, a sales agent for the building, and also a cleaning lady for the building. Now, it's unclear right now what sort of relationship they each had with Zhong Meibao, but they're all acting pretty suspicious at the time of her death. The detectives arrive on the scene and they declare that it is a crime that was likely committed by someone that Zhong Meibao knew, due to the fact that her room was totally undisturbed. Now, please don't let Angelababy scare you away from watching this drama. Angelababy plays Zhong Meibao. And even though she dies at the beginning of the drama, she's featured in quite a lot of flashbacks. I know Angelababy has a bad rep for starring in pretty bad dramas, but this is a fantastic drama and it would be a shame to miss out on it just because you don't like Angelababy. In my opinion, I don't think you need to focus too much on Angelababy, and instead you should just enjoy the drama. Her acting was, in my opinion, totally acceptable, and even though a better actress probably would have done an even better job, I don't think her performance drags the show down. I think focusing too much on Angelababy and thinking about this as an Angelababy drama takes away from how good this drama really is. So I don't want to give away any spoilers in this review, but I do want to give you some information to help you decide whether you should watch it and also to convince you to watch it. So here are 3 reasons why I think this drama is totally worth checking out and also, in my opinion, one of the best Chinese dramas that I've seen. Alright, so the first reason is the unique structure of this drama and the pacing. So this 16-episode drama is divided into 6 segments with 2 episodes per segment. Every single segment features a different character. For example, the first segment features Xie Baoluo, the doorman, and focuses on his relationship with Zhong Meibao, the victim, and also his backstory. The show continues like this, following the detective's investigation, focusing on one character at a time until eventually the last 2 episodes focus on Zhong Meibao. Each featured character is either a suspect or someone with valuable information about the case, and in each segment what you see is that person's version of the story. This drama makes extensive use of the unreliable narrator, because depending on the character, some or maybe even most of what you see is not the actual truth. It's just the story that they're telling. This means we as audience members are just watching their version of the story as opposed to the truth. The characters are themselves really fascinating with really interesting backstories, and none of them are the type of people that they initially appear to be. And as I said, the final featured character of the last 2 episodes is Zhong Meibao, and during the last 2 episodes you finally see from her perspective what really happened the night that she died. Because we only spend 2 episodes with each character, the pacing is really fast and really keeps you on your toes. There are a lot of twists and turns in the story, and because the story keeps changing perspective from character to character, things that you see later will cause you to question what you saw earlier, and you'll be constantly re-examining what you thought you knew with the facts that you're learning later on, if indeed they are actually facts and not just made up stories. This format made the drama super exciting to watch, and it was super tempting to just binge the entire thing in one sitting. I think I did binge the whole thing maybe over 2 or 3 days, and the delay was partially caused by the fact that not all the episodes were available on YouTube. Number 2, the story. Honestly, story is just probably the most important thing for me in a drama, and this drama had a complicated, moving, and super disturbing story. The story is very impactful, and after I watched it, I was very emotional. At various times during the drama, I felt like my skin was crawling. Other times, I had tears in my eyes. There's one character in this drama that I just wanted to slap for being so weak and stupid, and there's another character that's just the embodiment of pure evil. In case it's not clear yet from my review, this drama is not a lighthearted mystery like, say, the movie Knives Out, which by the way is a great movie. This drama is pretty dark, and it probably won't put you in a cheerful mood. I thought the experience of watching it was totally worth it, but I did want to warn you about that. The trailer for this drama made it look like some kind of a murder on the Orient Express, and the English title as well, A Murderous Affair in Horizontal Tower, is very Agatha Christie-esque, but I think the similarities with Murder on the Orient Express actually don't go that far. It's an easy comparison to draw at first, because of the colorful cast of characters, all of whom are suspects, and also because of the fact that the murder takes place in a relatively closed environment, like a building or a moving train. The mood and tone of the story actually didn't remind me that much of Agatha Christie. The mood and tone actually reminded me more of Sharp Objects, which is a miniseries that aired on HBO a couple of years ago, which was based on a novel that Gillian Flynn had written. And you know, from the very first episode, it's pretty clear that this is not a regular whodunit. Quite a lot of backstory is given to all of the featured suspects, and these backstories are not only interesting because they give hints about the case, but also because they reflect really interesting aspects of Chinese society and Chinese culture. Just like the fact that none of the characters are the type of people you expect them to be at first, this drama is not the type of story that you expect at first. I would say that it's not until about the halfway point, you know, episode 7, episode 8, that the true nature of this drama comes out. And unfortunately, the true nature is even more bleak and disturbing than what you might have initially thought. This drama actually also contains a lot of social commentary, especially on society's views about women and society's judgment of women. I don't want to say too much more because, like I said, I don't want to give away any spoilers. I really appreciated that about this drama, and I will be talking about it more in my subsequent video about this drama. And number 3, the acting. Third reason that I thought this show was great is because of the fantastic acting from all of the supporting characters that really carried this show. Because of the fragmented way that this story is told, there really is no one person that gets tons more screen time than anyone else. If I had to guess, then I would say that the junior detective played by Yang Zishen probably gets the most screen time. What this means is that it's an ensemble cast and everyone needed to pull through to make this a convincing story. And in my opinion, they all do a fantastic job. In particular, I thought the guy that played the doorman was so convincing in his portrayal of the melancholy doorman with skeletons in his closet. The actress that played the cleaning lady was also so good as well in her portrayal, and her story was just so moving. Like I said earlier, Angelababy plays Zhou Meibao, the victim, and she pops up in a lot of flashbacks. I thought she did a fine job, although I do think that a more experienced actress could have done even better. I personally had no trouble immersing myself into the story and thinking of her as Zhou Meibao, as opposed to the famous Angelababy. So there you have it, that's my initial review of this drama. There's so much more that I have to say about this drama, but they all involve spoilers, so I'm not going to say anything else. If you've seen this drama already, then I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. If you've seen this drama already and you liked it, then please watch out for my second video, which will cover some of the plot points in more detail, and which will also answer some questions that may not have been immediately clear right after you finish watching the drama. Alright guys, I'll see you all next time.